Alrighty, everybody, welcome to this Distortion Division Week 1 recaps here in VDL. Since this is the first week, I'll go ahead and go over a quick overview of what we'll be going over, which is going to go through. We're going to look at some of the, we're going to first look at the standings, see how everyone's stacking up. We're going to look at the MVP race. We will then get into some awards. I'll be handing out some awards, and then we will watch a few matches that had some of the award winners in it. And then we'll wrap it up and start getting ready for the next one. So without further ado, let's go ahead and look at our standings and how Week 1 wrapped up. We got Corey, King Bull, and Dobesto getting high differential wins. Moo, Getrail, and Super Baller with a close one. Followed up by Advid Pill, Raccoon, Alpha, Joey, Distilly, and Serathim. Let's go ahead and see how that ended up coming up. So we're gonna go ahead and look. We got Mega Houndoom. We got our one of the two megas in the top 20, but Houndoom coming in at 4-0. You gotta love the Terra Captain Flareon coming in. We got Gengar, Gligar, and Mian Xiao wrapping up the top 5. And obviously this is the first week, so we're gonna do 20 mons to constantly look at. Obviously it's the first week, so we got a bunch of 1-0 mons. So as the weeks go on, we'll really see some of the pack go up. But really, Houndoom was Houndoom. It did work. Like, don't get me wrong. But it was more so there to clean up. All the kills were just cleanup kills. So it did put it work. It did get 4 kills. But I wouldn't be surprised if other mons that are up there start catching up. But I mean, we really didn't have major sweeps, so that's always good to see. Alright, let's go ahead and go look at some dog awards. So our awards are as follow. We got our top dog, which is our MVP. We got the underdog, which is the unlikely hero of the week. We got a fluffy dog, which is the most defensive mon. And then we have the tiny dog, which is mon that it's all bark, no bite. It should be a mon that does, put some work and stuff like that, but it just ends up not. So for our top dog of the week, we got King Bull's Gligar. We will be watching the replay of that because that is one of our two monotype, one of two. Both monotypes teams played, and King Bull and his flying types came out on top of Gligar, which he was reaching for that. The underdog was Dobesto's Flareon, put in a absolute ton of work, not only offensively but defensively with wish passing. Defensive mon was Moo Swampert. That was just Alpha was unable to break through Swampert. That was able to pivot around and defensively check anything Alpha was really going for. And then Serathim's Earthworm comes in as the tiny dog of the week, as it tried setting up like crazy and just ended up dying without, I think, doing a single point of damage. So with that being said, let's go ahead and let's watch what some of these top dog and defensive dog, and let's just see some of these award winners, and let's see how they did. Alright, leading us off, we got our defensive mon of the week, Moo's Swampert, but this was actually a good game all around, so let's go ahead and get into it. Classic lead, Rock Slide Mian Xiao is always fun to deal with that lead Araquanid. Very good defensive pivot. A really good read with a heavy slam from Alpha's part, but then here comes the trouble. Which still, that's kind of amazing that still only did 30%. Even though I had the berry, I understand, but that's still kind of crazy. Very good taunt ring on Noivern to keep the wish passing. Before this match, I did not know Forges got defog. But there's Forges. Swampert comes back out. nice water absorb Lapras. Seems like we have a common theme of Moo having a toxic monitor too, huh? Swampert really putting in God's work to keep Jolteon away from really just going through and running away with this game. I mean, there's just, unfortunately, with Alpha's team, there isn't much in terms of offense to really be able to hit Swampert, so it's just gonna sit there all day long. Just to sit there, toxic everything. Noivern is finally gonna go down. Then I believe this is Gengar just here winning. Or no. Yeah. Special day. Yes, Alpha, you're right. Swampert week 1 was horrible for you. I absolutely agree. Swampert coming in. So that was why Swampert was able to get Fluffy Dog of the week. Sneak peek of the leads. But we're gonna now get into the Bestos match where we get to see Flareon put in some work against who was it? Gioe's team. So let's go ahead and see Flareon putting in work. I love this. This is a very fun Inteleon set, by the way. You just gotta love some of the week 1 sets. So Manabuzz being able to chunk that's pretty crazy. And then also Flareon. I mean, Flareon taking 27% from a Shadow Ball is pretty nuts. Flareon able to just sit there and constantly Wish Pass. Big knockoff. So I really valued rocks over there over knocking out Bisharp. Poison comes in, takes a big old Psychic. I'm assuming Hunter's either scarfed or so he's choiced somehow. Nasty Moonblast coming in from Dua Lipa. Flareon gonna come in and just get a flamethrower kill. Take another 27%. I want to say it's scarfed. If that's specs damage, I don't know. I'd have to calculate, but that would be absolutely crazy. But yeah, with Flareon being able to do support with Wish Yawn and just being able to be very bulky for the Besto team was a huge part of the Besto winning that one. And now we go ahead and we got our most hype of the week. We got both mono types battling it out week 1. Just gotta get into who's better, poison or flying. Massive damage, by the way. Massive damage. I started. Wait a second. Heat wave makes contact. I feel like I learned this already. I might have forgot. King Bull being very smart with Gligar, using Roost to lose the flying type so it's not 4 times weak. Pretty smart of him. That's just, I feel so bad. I mean, that's just sad, dude. Come on, you get a +2 doing, what was that, 29%? I mean, I know it's not stab, but jeez. Here comes my favorite part. You set up 1 curse. Set up 2 curses. Set up 3 curses. Why would you not just attack? Why would you not just attack? Play checks. I really wish he just attacked, but now here comes Gligar, gonna be able to do what Gligar does. Guys, let me just Swords Dance in front of you and just keep roosting up any damage you get. I mean, the fact that it used almost all of its roosts in this match. Baba Booey, 16%. Yikes. What a way to end it with a miss Heat Wave. Oh, and the BM. The BM. Say it was just it was just Moltres all the way around. But yeah, Gligar was a huge part of that win. Absolutely huge part. And alrighty guys, gonna go ahead and wrap it up there. That's gonna be week 1 of the Distortion Division recaps here with VDL. I'm RB Dog. I appreciate you guys watching if you watched to the end of the video. If you watched all the way to the end, if you guys could please comment how whack some of these first games were. Some of these games were, or just spam whack, you know, just to try to confuse some people. But appreciate you guys watching, and I will catch you guys next week. Peace.